We'll be talking about micturition. That is the process of urination or voiding of urine. Now what happens? Urinary bladder is a temporary storage of the urine. Now once the urine has formed in the kidneys, it has passed through ureters and has entered the urinary bladder. Now urinary bladder will expel that urine out through the urethra. But it is only after the conscious effort. Only when one wants or gets a place to void urine, then only this happens. Now how is this system occurring? How is this process occurring? There are stretch receptors in the wall of the urinary bladder. When about 400 ml of urine is collected in the urinary bladder, these stretch receptors, they get expanded or they get stretched and they get stimulated. Now they send their stimulus to the spinal cord. In the spinal cord, processing of the stimulus occurs and then it is sent to the cerebral cortex. From the cerebral cortex, the nerve impulses are then sent for the voluntary passage of the urine. So you come to know the cerebral cortex tells you that now urinary bladder is full and you have to pass out urine. Then what happens then? Voluntarily one goes and opens the external urethral sphincter, which is formed of a skeletal muscle, because the skeletal muscle is under the voluntary control, and then the urine is passed out. So this is all about the micturition in an adult. Now you might have thought in a child, in an infant, what happens? They just, whenever the bladder is full, they just pass out urine, because in an infant the spinal cord is not fully developed, it's still developing. That's why the stimulus is not, they are not able to process that whether the bladder is full or not. So in an infant, this control of the sphincter is not there, because the spinal cord is not fully developed. As this stretch receptors, they are sending stimulus to the spinal cord. Spinal cord is processing and sending the impulses to the cerebral cortex, and from the cerebral cortex these impulses are then sent back to the muscles to the internal urethral sphincter, which opens and the urine is passed out. So that is all about the micturition. So for the passage of urine or voiding out of urine, we use this term micturition. Thank you.